It's that time for more news you can use with the wonderful Lotus Richey, Hillary Gooden, and of course, Mary Jo Rathgeb with more news you can use. Go ahead, like, share, start a watch party, and run and tell somebody that there's more news that you can use for the entire planet. So jump on in and tell a friend to come on in and get more news that you can use. More news that you can use. Welcome to the show. Hey folks, and welcome back to more news you can use. It's another lovely day on the way. Okay, and we just want to say welcome back to the show. We hope you're doing great. And I say like, share, start a watch party, like, share, start a watch party, run and tell somebody that we've got more news that you can use here all over the planet. And so tonight I've got my cohorts joining me tonight, co-hosting with me. It's gonna be phenomenal because we have got a fabulous topic. But I want to get this party started right. So why don't you guys come on in, like, share, start a watch party, run and tell somebody. And when you come in, make sure you let us know where you're coming in from. Let us know your name. Let us know where you're coming in from, because we want to know. And we really would love for you to chime in and have something wonderful to say that would inspire, uplift, and empower someone all around the globe. Okay. And so as we get started, I am going to share this with you because you know we always have more news that you can use, and we're always sharing things that's going on around the world. And so to get things started, we're going to start with paying some bills and talking to people about the Naturally Plus family. That's right, with one of our sponsors, Rugger Wellness, while I go backstage and get my cohorts, because we've got more news that you can use. Be right back. Hey there, Hillary. How are you, my friend?
Hey. I'm a little cold, but other than that, I'm fabulous. How are you?
I am wonderful. How is the weather in Chi-Town?
Woo! It's just really cold.
I believe it. I believe
inside is the thing to do.
All right. So listen, I know we got a great show tonight. So I'm telling folks to come on in. Who have you shared the show with so far?
Well, I shared it with the Women of Power. I shared it with Transform Your Health and Peace. Then I shared it to all my friends on Facebook. Yay.
All right. That's how you come in. So Chi-Town,
right.
You guys got a superhero out there, because she's sharing to people all over the world. And so am I. I'm sharing to all my friends and most of all my groups to let them know that we have news that they can use. And so with that being said, I want you to come on in and go ahead and grab you something to sip on. And tonight I'm going to show you what I'm sipping on. But while we're getting what we're going to sip on, why don't you do the same? Tonight, I'm sipping on some good old water. What's in your Izumio? So, Hill, what are you sipping on?
Well, I don't have a fancy cup, but I am sipping on some Izumio, that's for sure.
That's awesome.
Yes.
That's right. And we drink Izumio water because what's in it, Hill?
good old hydrogen gas. It
That's
sounds
right.
like, mm, but trust me, it's good for you. Does the body good, better than you know what else.
That's right. That old fake water that's not alive, as many people would say. That old fake water that's not
Absolutely.
alive. So, with that
Yeah.
being said, I want to say we got a great show for you tonight. We've got another cohort here with us tonight. She is going to get this thing running and get it tight. So I want all of you to welcome our other cohort, the other doctor in the house. And y'all don't know what that's about yet, but we're going to let y'all know. Probably the next episode, we're going to let y'all know what that's all about. But welcome me and welcome with me and Hillary tonight, our co-host, Miss Mary Jo Rathgeb. She is a human design consultant, and she is here tonight to help talk about not only the human design of consulting it, but she's also going to talk about our topic tonight. So bring on Mary Jo to the show. Hey, Mary Jo.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, dear.
Hi, Mary. How are you?
Good to see you.
We're doing great.
Awesome. So we're doing great. How's the weather where you are, Mary Jo?
Oh, you don't want to know. We're at a balmy 7, but when we woke up this morning, it was -8.
Oh my gosh, -8. What does -8 even feel like?
It feels like your dog doesn't want to go out.
That's bad. That's really
funny.
bad.
That's cold.
That's really bad. That's you know, when I was in Japan, I would see people with like winter coats on their dogs.
Yeah, we have winter coats for our dogs.
Yeah.
You got winter coats for your dogs.
We
Okay.
also have boots for them.
The little booties.
Oh wow. So is it that's when the dogs be just stepping like this?
Yes. But it beats like stepping like this and being like, I can't move.
So that's funny. That's funny. So with that being said, we're going to say, come on in, everybody. We got some folks already chiming in here with us. And we're going to get this party started. We're going to take a pause for the cause, and we're coming right back, and we're going to talk about our topic tonight. What's our topic tonight, Mary Jo?
It's how to release people-pleasing behaviors.
How to do what?
Release people-pleasing behaviors.
Release them, like get rid of them, stop them.
Stop them.
Stop them. All right. So, Hill, that's a hot topic tonight. That's a hot topic.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm ready.
All right, and I'm ready too. And those of you that's watching the show, like, share, start a watch party, run, and tell somebody that we are talking about how to release people-pleasing behaviors, because I think many people on the planet have had some people-pleasing behaviors. Even Oprah Winfrey talked about that she was a people pleaser. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then she had to learn to stop being a people pleaser, and she practiced it, and she even used it on Mr. Stevie Wonder. So later on, we're gonna tell you about how that conversation went with her and Mr. Stevie Wonder. But for now, we're gonna take a pause for the cause, and we'll be right back to get this funky Modena started. We will be right back. All right, and welcome back to the show with myself, Lotus Rashay, the remarkable queen of the lymphatic bounce, Miss Hillary Gooden, and the remarkable Shaka, y'all. Shaka Khan. Not Shaka Khan, but Mary Jo Rathgeb, the human design consultant. And tonight we are talking about how to release people pleasing behaviors. So let's get right into it. When you come in, go ahead, like, share, start a watch party, and let us know where you're coming in from, because we are going to check on our viewers in a minute. So let's get right into it, ladies. What is people pleasing behavior? What is that?
You want me to start?
Hey, she must know what it is, because she said, you want me to start? So tell us, Mary Jo, what is people pleasing
Come on
behavior?
with it.
Yeah. So, it's people pleasing behavior is when someone wants to please people. But another definition of it is that sometimes people have an emotional need to please others at the expense of themselves. And that's where it becomes a problem that you want to check in on and release. I can't hear you.
You got right down and dirty with that. So it's a behavior. If she got right down and dirty with that, y'all go ahead and put a 3 in the comment block below. Put a 3 in the comment block below, because she got down and dirty with that. So it's a behavior that people typically take on, but they definitely want to release it. But why do they want to release it is the second question we're going to have. But I want to go right to Miss Hillary. Miss Hillary, in your words, what is people pleasing behavior to you? And this is the caveat. How have you demonstrated people pleasing behavior? And then we're going to go right back and put Mary Jo in the hot seat, so she can tell us how she's demonstrated people pleasing behaviors. And I'm going to share a little bit too. Hill?
Yeah, I was just thinking while Mary Jo was talking that people pleasing behaviors start young, as children wanting to please your parents, and then you find you want to please the teachers, and it's a learned behavior. And as you become an adult, yeah, it can linger on and cause you to put yourself on the back burner when you should be putting yourself first. And so it can be a problem, but I believe that it's a learned behavior from childhood.
Wow. So I'm hearing you say it's a learned behavior. Okay. So you said all that, and that sounds all good, Mary Beth. I think it sounds good, but she didn't tell us about her people pleasing behavior that she had experienced in her life. So tell us about how you learned that people pleasing behavior in your own private life.
Okay. Yeah. So I always wanted to make my parent. My father wasn't around. I'm one of those that had the mother around. I wanted to be want to please her, and then I found that carried over even into my adult life with not only with my mom, but with a lot of different relationships, even on the job. I wanted to please my boss, and I would do, go out of my way, even to the point where what this people pleasing behavior would make you feel, how can I say, resentful sometimes, because it seems as though when you have that type of behavior, you never can do enough, and yet you keep trying.
Okay.
And so I've experienced that. Yeah.
So I love that you said that people pleasing behavior, you can never do enough. You can never do enough. And a lot of us want to please our parents. So what about where you, Mary Jo, and thanks for being so transparent, Hill, because that's one thing that we do here is we're always transparent, because that really takes a lot of strength and power to be able to say that, because earlier the visibility strategist Pat Rogers was on, and she talked about that briefly, because I was on earlier with DJ Mike J and Randy Hawes and Melissa Hawes, because they just did this Live to Lead with Mr. Steve Harvey. Who else was on there? John C. Maxwell. And after they finished the event with them, they came on for a few minutes. You know, I do these fun facts for success or what have you. And we talked a little bit about it. And sometimes it's hard for us to be transparent that we also have learned, and that's why I left that up there, we have learned that behavior of people pleasing. So we're going to kick this thing over to you, Mary Jo. So can you tell us how you have exuded people pleasing behavior, and did it serve you, good or bad?
Well, I think that, as Hillary was saying, in childhood, I think that it serves you, or you wouldn't continue doing it. But, when you become an adult and you have your own relationships and your career and everything, it can get in the way. And, a funny story just to illustrate people-pleasing behavior and how it can sabotage yourself. And this is going to sound possibly light, but it's serious, which is, say you're on a diet and you get invited to a dinner, a family picnic, a friend's party or something, and you're all excited and you want to go, and you say, okay, well, what can I bring? And they say, well, can you bring dessert? And in your mind, you're going, I don't want to bring dessert because then I'm going to be tempted, and then I'm going to go off my diet, and I'm going to be like, what I really should say is I'm going to bring vegetables or something that I can eat. But instead of actually saying that, you say, sure, I'd love to bring dessert. What do you want me to bring? And then you go and you buy the dessert, you bring the dessert, and then it's there and it's a temptation. And then maybe other people brought desserts too. It doesn't get eaten. No one wants it. You got to bring it home, And so instead of saying, I'm on a diet, my form of dessert these days is blueberries and strawberries. If you want me to bring that, I would be happy to. Can I also bring some vegetables and a salad? How many people say that?
Not many. Not many say that.
And then you end up sabotaging yourself because of course you have, well, not of course, many times you say, you know what? I bought this thing. I'm going to eat some of it, and I'm going to enjoy it, damn it. And then you're going to beat yourself up because you're like, why did I do that?
Exactly. So this is the thing. We know that unequivocally that we all do some type of people-pleasing behavior. And so I promised that I would share a people-pleasing behavior that I learned early on and that I picked up. And one of the people-pleasing behaviors that I learned was to try and perform at the best of the class. And when I say that, what I mean is, a lot of us go have gym. Okay. And I know some people may be like, gym, that was when Jesus was walking earth. We didn't have balls. We used rocks, to play softball, whatever. But the long and short of it is, I really wanted to be the best. So I really worked really hard when I ran track. I worked really hard at any sport that I played because I wanted to be the best. Because, if you pleased the need, you got the praise. If you please the need, you got the praise. So a lot of times we were working on what other people felt like they needed and wanted from us rather than what we needed from ourselves. At least that was my case. Yeah. And so I found myself taking on that type of habit. Okay. And of course, that's the domestication of people within the home as well, because I think Hillary, you alluded to, you wanted to please your dad and your mom, and so you developed habits. And so these things happen in school, at home, even from grade school and
Absolutely.
college, at work, we have a need to please.
Yeah.
And so I think that was one of my biggest things. And even until adulthood, I still had a need to please. And so I realized it didn't serve me. In many cases,
Right.
it hindered me rather than helped me. And then I wanted to talk about this very briefly. There's something called quid pro quo. If you know what quid pro quo is, put a number 2 in the comment block below. And quid pro quo is where you do something for me, I'm going to do something for you. So that's still a need to please. And a lot of times quid pro quo happens on the job. So I really want to kind of jump into that. Why are we having this need to please in our home? And why do we need to teach within our homes how to avoid that type of behavior? And why do we want to avoid people pleasing behavior? So let's go right to Mary Jo. What are your thoughts, Mary Jo?
Mm-hmm. Well, what happened? I mean, the reason we would want to avoid people pleasing behavior is because what ends up happening is you start to have an inability to say no when you want to say, no. You say yes to things that you don't want to. You book yourself. You overcommit. You say, yes to things that you don't want to be doing. You also, for me, it also showed up as a wanting to avoid conflict. To be angry, and it didn't even matter if they were angry at me. It was just angry, period. And so then what you start doing is trying to make everyone happy, or at least not angry, and that's not really possible.
Right. So let me ask you this, because you said something that was really, really powerful. You're wanting to avoid conflict.
Yeah.
If you're out there and this has been you wanted to avoid conflict, so you just was a people pleaser. Let's just call it what it is, because you didn't want to have conflict. Put a number 3 in the block, because I traveled the world and I've gone to other countries, and a lot of times in other countries they say, well, we don't say this or do this because we don't want to unbalance the environment. We want to avoid conflict. Right? They don't want to unbalance. So I'm gonna kick the ball to you, Hill. Why is it that people sometimes just want to avoid conflict?
Because it's stressful. Some people, that's what it's stressful. It can make you cough. I know about that.
Yep.
Because it's triggering that thing in you that says, I really don't want to do this. I really don't want to participate in whatever this thing is that I'm being called on to do, or someplace to be, or whatever it is. And it can trigger anxiety. For some people, straight up panic attacks. And that can damage your cells, and that can make you sick and develop chronic conditions.
Wow. So
you really want to avoid that.
Right. So it hampers your communication, and that's not spelled right, but it can hamper your communication. And a lot of people talk about the throat chakra. And so when we talk about the throat chakra, oftentimes we're not communicating properly. And even sometimes, and Hillary, I think you shared this several interviews ago, that when you were coming up, you would have this time where you just couldn't talk. every time, you know, you had to communicate something or something like that, you didn't want to communicate, you know, you almost lost your voice, or if you were nervous. Can you tell us a little bit about that? And then I want to kick it to Mary Jo, and I want to ask you the same thing. Mary Jo, why are we so willing to just avoid conflict that we allow it to affect us on this cellular level, to where some of us, we really stop communicating? So I just want to, Hill, can you share with us how that affected you? And then let's kick it right to Mary Jo.
Well, for me, it wasn't so much that I couldn't talk, I wouldn't talk. You know, I wouldn't, to avoid conflict, I wouldn't give my opinion or give my point of view into conversations that I was well capable of having an opinion to give, but rather than give it, to avoid conflict, to avoid being misunderstood or laughed at or ridiculed or whatever, I would just keep it to myself. And I only spoke out later, maybe to my best friend or to my closer friends, and say everything that I wanted to say in that conversation that went on earlier in the day. And they said, why didn't you say it then? Why are you telling me all this stuff now? You know, but that's what I did.
Wow. Wow. So Mary Jo, how was it for you? Can you share your thoughts?
Yeah, so similar in some ways to Hillary, there are many times when I just wouldn't say anything. And there were also times when I would try to, you know, be the peacekeeper and, you know, try to find some kind of either commonality or like, let's all just like, you know, calm down, you know, and, but for me, I definitely would just not speak up, just not say anything. And so there was a time in, like, even at work. So we're talking about like at home or in relationships, but even at work, there was a time when in a review, I actually got called a doormat because
Wow.
I would let people, you know, I would rather have people like walk all over me than to, you know, get into some kind of a conflict or stand up for myself.
Wow. We can't hear you.
Let me ask you this.
Hear you.
Okay, thank you so much. So let me ask you this, because sometimes when we are in a position where we do just that, we're suffering in silence.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys out there have
Yes.
experienced this, you've suffered in silence, put it number 4, because after we talk about this for a minute, we go for a break, we coming right back. We're going right to our viewers, because I want to take their comments. We have folks streaming in from all over. I think I saw Scott Harrod there. I think I saw the fabulous precious Killer Pitchmaster Williams on, and Angela on, and so many other people.
Oh, wow.
So we're gonna come back and we're gonna take some of their comments. But I want to ask you, Mary Jo, were you suffering in silence? Hill, have you been suffering in silence? Because I know that for me personally, there's been several times where I suffered in silence because just not to have conflict, I stayed silent. But what I realized over time was my silence was a non-spoken agreement to what was going on. And I was giving them the pass, telling them, oh, it's okay for you to treat me, okay? Because that's something we're going to talk about when we come back. For you to treat me the way you want to treat me, and it's okay. So were you suffering in silence, Mary Jo? And then we're going to kick it right to Hill.
Yeah, definitely. You know, when you don't speak up and you don't actually share what's really on your mind and what your, you know, real thoughts are, then people assume that you agree with them, or, you know, that you don't have anything to add. That's different.
Wow. And so this is another question. Y'all jot this down, y'all. You said they think you don't have nothing to add, because we got to talk about this. Because over time, you being quiet kind of shuts your mouth, sometimes permanently. Because then people just start going over you. Oh, she's so quiet. She don't really have nothing to say. Well, don't ask her. She don't have nothing to say. And then when they do ask you, you got something to say? No, okay, we're going to go on. So that's a good point. That's a good point. And we got to talk about that. Woo, y'all got some fun here tonight. So here, what
yes.
about the suffering in silence?
Yeah, that like you just mentioned about almost like you're invisible because you have, it took me a long time, but I had to realize this was my responsibility to teach people how to treat me. And they take their cue from me. So if I'm allowing myself to be in the world like this, they say, well, okay, and they, put you to the side and pull you out when they need you to do something. They can always remember, and you're always wanting to please, so you do it, even though you're mad on the inside and but you don't show it. You just smile and you do it. Wow, exactly. That took up too much of my life. It took me a long time to get through that, and especially being called to be a leader by God. I was just trying to figure how you going to make a leader out of me when I just want to be in the background. I don't understand how this is going to happen. But it took a lot of situations. It took, you know what? I'm gonna tell you. I heard one of the people that I worked for, who was the boss, who stressed me to. I've had a lot of stressfulness, but I heard this person speak one day in a team meeting of the management team, and she said, somebody was asking her to do something she didn't want to do, and she said, they said whatever they said to her, and she said, you know what? I said what I had to say. I'm not going to do it, and it was like a little altercation. And she was like, "So what? So what?" That thing, like, it broke something inside of me. It was like, yeah. That was the beginning of my change, just hearing that. So what? They're just your words. It's just your opinion. It's not like it's written in the Bible.
Amen. I used to have a problem with people asking me a lot of personal questions. And I think it was when I worked for the state of South Carolina, when I was working in corrections, someone asked me a question, and I said to her, because she asked me, should it be Mrs. Richey or Miss Richey? And before I knew it, I said to her, something like it doesn't matter, or miss will suffice, or something. I told her, but the thing was that she was being nosy. My thing is, just ask me what you want to know, and secondly, it's none of your business. And then I had to come out and tell her, I don't talk about my personal life here, because this is business, and I don't ask you about your personal life. And she was one of the supervisors, and I was new there, okay? But I wasn't new in the system. I had already made a name for myself. And that makes a huge difference. So with that being said, we're going to take a quick break. We see people, y'all making your comments. Please make sure you like, share, and start a watch party, because it's just getting started in here tonight. It's just getting started. We'll be right back. Welcome back to more news you can use. Here's another pause for the cause. Izunio. At Rucker Wellness, we all know that drinking water helps you replenish your body. That's right. And Naturally Plus has developed great ways to help you replenish your immune system, to expand your stream of income, and to be a part of our family and experience a quality of life. Get your Izumia water while increasing your earnings today. With Rugger Wellness, Izumia. All right, and we are back, and I'm super, super duper happy and delighted. So let's go ahead. Let's see who we have with us. We've got people, they've been streaming in for a minute, and we want to say hello. Who we got, Hill?
Oh, Nikki Hamer. She says, "Hey, good evening from Chi-Town. How you doing?"
Always good to see you. Always good to see you. And who else do we have, Mary Jo?
We've got Scott Herod. Says, Hillary, I feel you with the cold. God bless.
All right. Fantastic. Fantastic. And I think we got another comment from Scott. And okay, I see that.
It's really cold.
Yes, it is. And I saw he said earlier, he said number 3, yes, I relate to avoiding conflict. That's a hard one for people pleasers. Yeah, it's really, really hard for people pleasers. Mm-hmm. And then he said also, avoiding conflict can be a means of survival, either emotional or physical. Wow. Then it becomes a condition of learned helplessness. Whoa! Ooh. That's powerful, Scott. That's powerful.
Wow.
So let's nibble on that for a minute. Y'all ready to nibble on that for a minute? And we're gonna leave Scott comment up here while we nibble on that. So, ladies, the ball is in your court. Let's get the nibbling. Who's gonna nibble first?
I want to nibble first. So he said avoiding conflict. We're gonna take it from the first part. Avoiding conflict can be a means of survival. You know, and it's true. It is so true for those that are people pleasers. You becomes your way of being.
Yes.
You know, and you're protecting yourself from hurt, harm, and danger. And then he said that hurt, harm, and danger could be emotional or physical. It is so true, and it's so real. And people who are the ones that do the confrontation, they don't get it. What's the problem? Speak up. Say what you got to say. Wow.
That's
and then then it becomes a condition of learned helplessness. Man, that word right there is really something. And it's so real to the person that's going through it.
Yep, because they are rendered helpless, but it's a rendering that they have in some cases created and then succumb to. Now, some people are like that because they're with abusers. And so they succumb to that as a way of survival. Okay. And that's going to be another show. Mm-hmm. Okay. But
that's a whole another show.
Yeah, Mary Jo, why don't you nibble on that for a minute?
Yeah. So, I mean, I agree with what both you and Hillary have said, and even Scott, obviously, who what you have said about this, that it can be, the avoiding conflict can be a means of survival. Absolutely. And when that happens, then obviously, even when you're in a situation where it's not about survival, you're still not going to want to, you're still not going to want to engage in conflict because your body doesn't know the difference. It's like the felt feelings, then the emotion around it is going to scream danger, danger, danger. So the conflict piece can be really, it can be really hard for someone who has learned that. And even if it's a conflict about, something that is not life or death, you will still have the same feeling, whether it's a fight that's about, I don't know, it could even be something as simple as, like who did the laundry or didn't do the laundry or something, but that if it feels like it's that danger, whenever you get that sense of like, oh, someone's angry, I'm in danger, then you're not going to be able to distinguish the difference.
Wow. So you said that they're not going to be able to distinguish the difference.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that kind of touches on, because it's become a normalcy.
Mm-hmm.
It's become so normal to us that we don't even know it's an abnormality.
Right.
That's some powerful stuff.
Yeah.
That's some powerful. Scott, thank you for giving us that to nibble on, because I like also what you said. Yeah, please do. But before you interject, let's say this really quick. The felt feelings and emotions equal danger. That's gonna be another show. That I like that, Mary Jo. But Hill, you wanted to interject on that. Go ahead. Wow, it's a fire tonight.
Yeah, when you it's stressful. It's stress happening in the body. The body releases the cortisol. Cortisol was released instead of the good feeling chemicals in the body. And to have cortisol, it's there to help you for fight or flight situations, but it's meant for emergencies. When you're living in an emergency state like that, day after day, after situation after situation after situation, that's when you develop chronic conditions, because you got too much of that running around in your body, and it can be damaging to your cellular self. It can make you sick.
Wow. So,
literally.
So the cellular portion of this is one of the things that we've heard people talk about time and time again, like Bob Proctor, where he talks about disease. It is a body in disease. We're not feeling at ease because we are avoiding, in many cases, or like Scott was talking about, we have taken on these behaviors and cultivated them so that they become normal to us. And so our cells become accustomed to being under that type of stress. And our cells are doing all they could do just to really keep us together. And a lot of times it shows up in our skin. It shows up with our weight. It shows up in our diet. Some people are emotional eaters. They eat because of stress. Sometimes it shows up in the lack of diet because some people don't eat. Some people don't even drink water. You ever been through a bad relationship with someone you really love and you break up and you start looking like a scarecrow? I mean, you're happy that they're gone, but you're kind of not happy and you just start looking like a scarecrow. If that's ever happened to you, put a 4 in the comment block below. But you're totally stressed out on a cellular level. So, wow, we got some good stuff here tonight, ladies. So Scott said also, I definitely relate to the throat chakra paralysis. The throat chakra paralysis. So, let's talk about that. Let's nibble on that. And I'm going to go first. Throat chakra paralysis. That's my part. Y'all go ahead, ladies.
Say it. Go ahead, Mary Jo.
Oh,
You're
okay.
in the hot seat now.
So it's funny. I know people who, when they have something that they want to say, sometimes they'll get like a sore throat. Like if they're not speaking what they want to say, they'll get a sore throat. Or if they're getting really nervous about having to speak something, it's like suddenly they might get laryngitis or something, and can't speak. Like literally, your body will just like take over and not let you speak.
Yes.
So I call that throat chakra paralysis right there.
Wow. And so let's look at that, Hill. What are your thoughts about the throat chakra paralysis? Tell us what your thoughts are on
Well,
that.
my body says, but see, this is your body trying to help you. So
Yep.
my body said, okay, I'm going to help you in these situations so that I can help you get out of the stressful conflict type situation and where you're anxious and everything. When it happens, I'm going to signal you, that fight or flight, your heart start racing,
Yep.
and then you cough. And when you
Yep.
cough, it's going to turn the attention away from the fact that you got anxious and you got this all going on until they're saying, "Oh, do you need some water? Get us some water. Somebody get us some water. Are you going to be okay?" And you get out of dealing with the situation. It took me years to realize my body was just trying to help me, but I didn't need that kind of help anymore. So,
Exactly.
that was on my journey of getting whole.
Yeah. So let's jump in with some of the other people that are specialists in their field. Let's jump in with them, because I want to share. You guys know we always go to the experts that are in their field. So I went to Chakras Info, okay? Because I wanted you guys to see it, and I love how that looks. I wanted you guys to see some of the throat chakra blockages. Thank you so much. Some of the throat chakra blockages. It says, and the author is Lizzie. We don't own the rights to this. This is for educational purposes. And we're giving credit to chakras.info throat chakra blockage. Okay. Because we want you to know what it says. And no, we're not going to shop now, but thank you anyway. So it says a blocked throat chakra can significantly impact your ability to communicate effectively for fear of ridicule and judgment. For fear of ridicule and judgment. So I want to ask you out there, have you ever been in a situation, because we said it affects you on a cellular level, okay? Have you ever been in a situation where you've suffered in silence and you didn't say anything because you were afraid that someone was going to ridicule you or make you feel rejected? Okay? Make you feel rejected. If you've ever felt that way, put a comment in the block below. You can put a yes. Okay? Put it in the comment block below, because we want to know. And we want to say we're giving credit to this because it's already started out with power. It's already reaffirming what we've said. Okay, so we go get some credible doctors and theorists in their profession. So it also said that a throat chakra blockage can also manifest as the inability to express and realize your truth. Okay, people pleasers. You don't get to your truth because you're so busy worrying about somebody else's truth. And I got some yeses. Miss Trina Brown is here. Bonita, hey, Bonita Stinson. Okay, I got some yeses coming in. Okay, and Bonita says she been there. Tom Upshur, hey, how you doing? He said he drank Izumio. Well, we hope you drank it, and here's to your health. We got DJ Mike J, and I got some secret sauce on DJ Mike J, y'all. Before we go to our next commercial, I'm about to open up some secret sauce that you got to know about DJ Mike J, because you know he was on with Steve Harvey and John C. Maxwell today. But anyway, let's get back to it. It also says, hey, Angela, good to see you. She said, people pleasers always want to say the right things. So they either agree with you or they don't say anything at all. Wow, that's powerful. So I said that it prevents you from realizing or expressing your own truth in the world. It also says when the fifth chakra is open and balanced, you are able to express yourself clearly and honestly in any situation with confidence. Who knows what the fifth chakra is? If you know what the fifth chakra is, put it in the comment block below. So, ladies, can y'all see some of the blockages that you may find in yourself if you having this blockage? Can y'all see that clearly?
Yes.
Okay. So what do we
Yes.
got? What do we got, Mary Jo?
The whole, being afraid of judgment and ridicule, criticism.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely is something that I have experienced, and what that makes me do is not want to, quote unquote, put myself out there. Clearly, I'm doing it now, so it's different now, but it's something that I did have to work to overcome. And one of my worst fears, like, it'd be more like being criticized than actually being in some kind of other physical danger or something. That was my biggest fear.
Right, because you said the felt feelings and emotions equal danger.
Mm-hmm.
So can we talk a little bit about, nibble on that for a little bit? What do you mean when you say felt feelings and emotions equal danger? What's that all about?
So let's tie them together, shall we? So when you have a fear of rejection, criticism, and judgment, the absolute worst thing for me, it's like the absolute worst thing I could imagine is, let's say putting myself out there right now. Let's say we get criticism for what we're talking about. When I was in my people pleasing heyday, that would be something that would, make me just want to like never put myself out there again, because, oh my God, someone disagreed with me. They, think I'm an idiot, or they have a different opinion. And, and so it would like would drive me into hiding.
Okay, fantastic. Fantastic. So
Yes,
when
Lord.
we what are your thoughts on that, Hill? What she just shared? What are your thoughts?
I like she said when she was. I like when she said when I was in my people pleasing heyday. Those days are over. You know.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
So Lowell
It's
is with
it's
us.
it's
And Lowell,
hey.
did you hear what they just said? Now Hill getting ready to talk about the heyday. So what were you gonna say, Hill? Because I think Lowell may be agreeing with you. And let us know, Lowell, where you coming in from. Go ahead, Hill.
Yeah, as far as the heyday is concerned, when I heard that, so what? I just said, I'm just gonna take that on and just be me. Say what I gotta say. Speak up when I need to speak up. When I get looked over as, excuse me, I wasn't finished, or I have something to say. I
Mhm.
began to step out and be that. And so what if they don't like it? So what
Right.
if it don't come out right? So what if they laugh at me? My life isn't ended. I don't fall dead when it happens. You know,
Exactly.
life keeps going on, and it feels better to be free and allow myself to be free, because nobody was doing this to me. This was all an inside job.
Whoa. Wait a minute. Did y'all hear her? Mary Jo, did you hear what she just
Yeah,
said?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nobody was doing this to me.
I
Yeah.
yeah.
heard that part.
This an
But
inside
what
job.
got me was that it's an inside job.
It's
Mm-hmm.
an
It's
inside
an inside job.
Absolutely.
job.
So check this
Yes.
out. It's,
Lord have
it's
mercy.
it's interesting that you would say that, because Lowell put in, I am in and out having challenges with my side. Okay, got you here. Got you. I got you. And thank you for sharing that. But it's an inside
Yeah.
job.
Yeah.
So we sabotage ourselves a lot of times because we're so eager
Yeah.
to people please. And then when we fall sick because we're so stressed out on a cellular level, then what do we do? How let's talk about how we, one, stop the people pleasing, stop affecting ourselves on a cellular level, and then where do we go from there? So that's some questions I think that folks want to know about, because this is a tough topic tonight. And this is a topic that everyone
really
around the world can relate to, no matter what color, race, sexual identity, or age, because we all are people pleasers, even babies. Babies are people pleasers too, right out the womb. Because we teaching them, stop for mommy, call me mommy, say daddy, stand up and walk. You got to crawl. Go ahead, don't pee in your diaper. Go to the potty. Right? So we teach them to please.
Yeah.
So what's one of the first ways that we could stop people pleasing?
I believe that one of the first things is you make a decision within yourself that I'm going to allow myself to be heard. I'm going to turn off the mute like you have this on here. But when I decide to turn that mute button off, flip the switch, and begin stepping outside of that so-called comfort zone when really it's not comfortable at all because I feel trapped. I've always had a lot to say. People just didn't hear me because I didn't flip the switch. I didn't do it.
Wow.
And when I did, when I came outside of that place, I remember talking to my grandmother one day, and I was just, I had so much to tell her that day. And she was looking at me like this. And she said, "What ail you, child? I never heard you talk this." It was funny to me, and I kept right on talking, you know. I was free at last. And I had a lot to say.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. So one of the first things is we got to make a decision to stop it. Just STOP, stop that crazy behavior. Because it's really insane behavior, because we keep doing it over and over and over and over again, getting the same results. Okay. Yeah. And that's one of the definitions of insanity. So here you said we got to make a decision to not please people. And we got to flip that switch really in our mind, because what we think about, we bring about. So I wouldn't want to have to top that. I'm happy I don't have to go next. I know y'all want to hear from somebody, and y'all don't have to hear from me, but I think y'all should vote for Mary Jo to go behind what Hillary just said, because to me, that's tough to go behind. So y'all don't have to vote for me. I'm not saying not to vote for me. Don't vote for me. But I'm saying you could vote for Mary Jo, and she can let us know is what I'm saying. So I'm going to give y'all 30 seconds. Just that's all y'all going to get. Just 30 seconds to decide who y'all going to vote for, because I think Mary Jo would do a real great job at answering that question. So y'all going to get 30 seconds, just 30 seconds, y'all, to answer this question. I would vote for somebody. We'll be right back. The ladies of Pro Network. Make sure you're networking with the pros of Pro Network. Bringing people together all around the globe are the Pro Networkers. Yeah, okay. Somebody want to see the y'all want to see the commercial. Y'all trying to figure out who to vote for. Oh, yeah, okay. All right. I'll show y'all the commercial. So yeah, y'all trying to become acquainted with who to vote for. I can't tell y'all who to vote for. I'll play the commercial. Just hold on one second. Y'all can vote for Mary Jo if you want. You don't have to vote for Lolo. You can vote for Mary Jo. Put Mary Jo in the hot seat, but don't tell her that I told you. This is what she looks like, and that's her name. You can vote for Mary Jo. It's all the same. See her? She's smiling. I think she wants you to vote for her. Yeah, see, she's waving at you. So go ahead and cast your vote now and put her in the hot seat. Don't tell her I told you. So let's see who they voted for, y'all. Oh, my friend Angela, nice job.
Mary Jo.
I like it. I mean, well, Mary Jo, you got somebody that voted for you. Scott, Scott, my man. I love that. And the famous poet Jemima Jubilee is here. She says self-love practice, dysfunctional patterns. Yes, we're going to talk about some of that right there. And then we got a comment from Benita Stinson. She said, yes, nobody does it. It's an inside job. And I went through that. But one day, a friend brought that out to me. I was tired and I fired back, and it felt good to decide to stop pleasing people. I like that. I really like that. I like the votes. Thank you, Jemima Jubilee. You the best poet in the world. I say it on the moon if they let me say it. Okay, so we got some votes for Mary Jo, and I think somebody voted. We got one. Oh, wait a minute.
How did you vote for yourself?
Somebody using my phone. Somebody using my phone. But Mary Jo, I think you got more votes than me. So
yeah, I think so.
3-1. I think I mean, I'm not saying you want to go there. You want to answer.
I would call that a throat chakra.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So actually, I have two things. One is going to be like, leapfrog before even the decision.
Right.
Is actually the first step is actually becoming aware of the fact that you're doing it. Because I think that most people don't even realize that they know that something is hard, like they know, I don't even, like I know I don't speak up when I'm trying to, but they wouldn't necessarily say, oh, there's that people pleasing thing I'm doing again. They wouldn't know what it was and why they're doing it. So becoming aware of it is the first step, and then making the decision. And as Bonita talked about, that it's an inside job, and Lotus, you even talked about that, which is, it's an internal shift that needs to happen. And instead of directing all of your focus outward, am I being approved of? Do people like me? Are they fighting? And do I need to stop that or get out of here? Or, am I being appreciated for what I'm doing? You turn that in and you say, do I like myself? Do I appreciate myself? Can I validate myself? And really make that shift so that it's like you're seeking it from the inside as opposed to from the outside.
Wow. That's huge. That's huge. So I hear you saying that the real step one is becoming aware.
Yeah.
Like Miss Bonita said, you got to become aware, because I always say this, we don't know what we don't know.
Right.
And in order to become aware of what we don't know, a lot of times it takes somebody to tell us, hey, do you know that you doing this? Wow, that's huge.
Mm-hmm.
So then you said, you went back to what Hillary said, and you said that after we become aware, we got to make a decision, Hillary, to do what?
To stop it.
To stop it. She said, just stop it.
Just start now. Even if it's a little bit, and that give you a little more confidence, a little more courage to accept yourself and to put yourself out there. You have something to say and you need to be heard. And you have to show people that you have something to say.
Wow. I like that.
Wow. I didn't know you had all that in you.
Yes. So you got to become aware, make a decision. You got to flip the script or flip the switch, your mental. You got to flip your mental
Unmute
and your
yourself.
emotional. Oh, yeah, yeah. You got to unmute yourself. I like that. I like that. So unmute yourself. Well, let me put that in there because that's powerful. Unmute yourself. Now, folks, I didn't tell y'all this tonight, but I always say note takers are money makers. We got right into it because the topic is so hot. Okay? You got to unmute yourself. So, Mary Jo, what is Hill talking about? What you think she's talking about when she say you got to unmute yourself?
Oh, she's saying you got to start speaking up. You got to speak out. You've got to, share your opinion, share your real thoughts, not just agree with what people are saying around you because it's easier and you don't want to get into any kind of conflict or judgment or be criticized. Right. So that's what she's talking about.
Wow. 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 So you got to unmute yourself. One of my favorite things, and I'm gonna share this with all you. Oh, I like this. Miss Bonita said, I'm unmuted. Thank you, Hillary and Mary Jo. Amen. And Miss Jemiah, what she say, Hillary?
Or it takes a complete period of chaos and craziness, fall apart to be put back together. Get help. It's a process.
Yes,
coming out.
Yes. What did Bonita say, Mary Jo?
She said, well said.
All right. And Scott said, yes, courage is a constant practice. See, we can't give up on courage. And see, one of the things that helped me out is listening to someone that I really, really like a lot. I don't like this. I love this lady right here. And I'm going to play just a little bit of this for you all because this is what I had to learn about people pleasing. Okay. And this helped me to stop people pleasing. So this, I don't own the rights to this. This my girl, my home girl, Vicky Winans. And I want to share this with you because Vicky told this to the world as she was being very transparent. So here goes.
I'm going to stop right here and I'm going to tell you a little story. I often say when I go out to sing, I tell people, you know what? I used to be concerned about what folks thought about me, and after trying so hard to drive folk and trying to please people and make them like you, let me tell you something. You can't please everybody all the time. So here's what you gotta do. You gotta let your ways please the Lord and let the chips fall where they may. And I'm gonna tell you one more thing. It really don't matter what folks think about you. It only matters what God knows about you. So if it's you I'm talking to today, I've got your answer. Yes, I do. If you're feeling down and all depressed, if your heart is hurting and your mind stressed over past failures, broken promises, don't you worry, just let it go. If you fall, get back up. If man won't forgive you, my God will. No more shame, no more blame. Lift your hands.
And that song helped me to release and let it go. We don't need to be people pleasers. And although we don't own the rights to that song, we give credit to the remarkable Vicky Winans because she let us know we just got to let it go. And so tonight, we hope that we have helped you. We hope that we have given you some golden nuggets as we shared our topic tonight on how to release people-pleasing behaviors. And so many of them out there, y'all, they had so many great comments. I think we're going to have to come back and do a number 2, a part 2, okay, of how to release people-pleasing behaviors. And if you want to see how to release people-pleasing behaviors part 2. Go ahead and multiply it by 4. 2 multiplied by 4. Put that number in the comment block below. 2 multiplied by 4. Put it in the comment block below. Let's see how people do on this simple math little homework assignment we gave to them. Okay, I don't see nobody putting in. Not sure yet. All right. Hey, Angie, there she go.
All right.
There we go.
There. Okay. And Angie said, great discussion. Scott said, great discussion, ladies. And Jemima said, it's all codependency. Wow. So we got to write that down, because when we come back, we're going to talk about codependency. Why is it one of the underlying reasons for people pleasing? And Miss Benita said, not only do I want y'all to come back and do the show, I want y'all to put some more sap on it. Okay, some more secret sauce on it. 12 steps groups on CODA online. I love it. So make sure if you're codependent, go online and check that out, so you can help yourself. And so with that said, I got some secret sauce. Today, I got this box in the mail. All right. I'm going to tell y'all about somebody. And I said I was going to do it, and I'm a woman of my word. Let me find him, because he's on here. I saw him earlier, and I'm about to put the secret sauce on him. That's right, nibbling. So I chose the right one. He said nibbling. He said, hey, ladies, I got to tell you, DJ Mike J is one of the baddest DJs on the planet. He's a global DJ. He'll DJ. It don't matter where you at. If you in Madagascar, if you in nowhere, DJ Mike J, he'll DJ your way. So, but not only will he DJ, y'all know I got some secret sauce. Y'all want the secret sauce? I'm not just gonna show y'all my stuff. Do y'all want to, ladies? Should we give them the secret sauce? What number should they put in if they want some secret sauce? Because I'm about to give up the secret sauce on DJ Mike J. You know it was with Steve Harvey.
22.
And 22. Put a 22 in there. I'm gonna put my 22 in there. Yeah, I know he was with John C. Maxwell, Steve Harvey, a whole host of other folks. The CEO of Boeing was there. He did the DJing for him today, along with Stone Cutters, my friends Randy and Melissa Hawes. They was doing the live hosting. So put a 22 in the comment block below if you want some secret sauce. That's what I'm talking about. So, you know, I try to do what my guests asked me to do. So I'm going to give up the secret sauce on DJ Mike J. Not only is he the baddest DJ, and I say one of the baddest, because I know some other ones. Y'all don't get upset. I know y'all bad. And bad meaning good, y'all. Bad meaning good. He one of the flyest DJs on the planet. I said it. But not only is he fly, and not only can he DJ, I double dog dare you, Mike, to come up here and lead us out with a song. Y'all, I know he out with his kids. But he might not come. But I'm going to give you the secret sauce on him, though. So not only is he the baddest DJ under the sun, he can cook. Y'all want to know what he cooked? I'm going to share it with you.
What you got there?
DJ Mike J. That's right. Y'all got some anticipation, because I'm trying to put this thing in here for Mike to take us out of here with some music. So DJ Mike J made these special cookies. It's a family secret. I hope his mother and his aunt not watching. Cause if they watching, they might get him with a switch. I don't know. You know, y'all of a certain age. Y'all know about the switch thing. But DJ Mike J baked me some homemade cookies using his secret family recipe, and he wrapped them. See, that's a man that know what he's doing, so they wouldn't break. And not nan. That's what I said. Not nan cookie is broke. See, he know what he's doing. So I sent the link to him. If he's not out with the chilling, maybe he'll come and give us some music and take us on out for the night. Valentine's Day coming up. Look what he did. He made some Valentine's Day cookies. And he told me that I would probably not want to share them. And Angie was around and she said, I want some. So I said, put a couple in there for her. So the way the cookies are sitting like this, so it's 2 over here. So that's a couple to me. So I think all of these over here is mine. Hey, I got a poem.
That's funny.
Jemija Jubilee, write a poem about them cookies because I'm about to go in. Okay, so like Pat Rogers always say, can I go in?
Come on now.
I see these hands over here doing. I kid y'all not. It's hands over here.
All right.
This is a global show, y'all. You never know where a hand gonna come up from. So this is for Hillary and Mary Jo, the awesome co-host, and I'm gonna write this for everybody here. Y'all, y'all finish the show. I'll see y'all on Monday. Yo, DJ could see DJ Mike J could DJ and make a fabulous cookie. Look, y'all scratch and sniff. That's a lot. Yo.
Too bad we're not on Taste-O-Vision.
That's something new.
I know.
So, DJ Mike J, you did that. You did that. Can I put it in another order?
All right, here go another hand.
Hill want one. So Hill, Mary Jo, the clerk. Look at what they said. Look at what they did. One more. So anyway, DJ Mike J, I think Miss Hillary and Miss Mary Jo got something they want to ask you. And I'm gonna zoom on who going first.
Well, I want my cookie too. I know it was just a little oversight. I'm speaking up. I'm using my words, and I'm not going to hold back. That's what we've been talking about here today. So I'm telling you, I didn't get my cookies, and I know it must have been an oversight. I still love you, but I'm cookieless over here.
DJ Mike J.
Cookieless in Chicago.
Hey, we got Bonita saying, look yummy. If we were there, your bag would be empty. Angie said the cookie is delicious. You might just say every taste on the intricacies of buzz of your tongue. Oh, great poet on the planet. So Hill already made her request known. What about you, Mary Jo?
Okay, so I don't know you, but I am also speaking up and saying those look absolutely delicious. And so I am really, really interested in what they taste like. And so if you would be so kind to make some, that would be wonderful.
Now y'all know DJ Mike J gonna get me. When he get in from being with his kids, he probably gonna call me up on the phone and be like, "Oh, you called me out."
No, you did.
Secret sauce. So if y'all want some good cookies, and really, y'all, I kid you not, I'm not a real big cookie eater. I'm just not. Y'all.
Those look like the kind if I'm gonna eat cookies nice and crunchy.
And he probably can't answer because he take his kids out. No, my phone ringing. That might be it might take. I heard something go. Anyway, I'm gonna get you. well. Anyway, DJ Mike J, thank you so much. And I'm really sharing this. This is my secret sauce for the night. Made with love. That's right. Miss Jemima Jubilee. You know it. So if y'all want some cookies, and I don't eat people cooking like that. I'm just telling y'all. But the cookie is good. It's addictive. He told me about it. And he was right. The cookie is blazing, y'all. Right? Might need to go into business. I'm going to be an investor. So, with that being said, I'm going to chew this last cookie. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to have some words of wisdom. And we're going to say, we love you and good night. But don't forget to get your ticket to the upcoming event that we're having with the remarkable Pat Rogers. We only got 12 tickets. So tomorrow I'm going to go live for about 30 minutes. I'm going to share some intricacies of what we're doing on Entrepreneurs Living the Dream. It's only 12 tickets left. Make sure you get in with the get in and get down with the get down like James Brown. And so we will be right back for our final words of wisdom. And all I can say is them cookies is blazing. Thank you, DJ Mike J. We'll be right back. If you're an entrepreneur and you are ready to live the dream in 2021, well, come on and get on board with the visibility strategist herself, the CEO of Unity in Service, where people need people, the phenomenal Patricia Rogers, as she presents Entrepreneurs Living the Dream 2021. It's an online event that you don't want to miss. There will be several opportunities for public speakers, public TEDx speakers. You heard it right. Public TEDx speakers. Starting on February 25th, 2021, June 24th, 2021, October 21st, 2021, April 22nd, 2021, and August 26th, 2021. You don't want to miss this. Get at her at info@patriciarogers.com, info@patriciarogers.com, where unity and service, where people need people. Ooh, so very quickly, words of wisdom. We are delighted to have and happy to have you here all over the world. I got some more secret sauce before we go to the words of wisdom. Miss Jemima Jubilee has a wonderful poetry book out with the remarkable goddess of soul, Miss Martha High, and she'll be coming up on the show soon, and we'll be sharing exclusive things from the book. You are not going to see her talk about this new book on no other show but the Lotus Richey Ignite show. That's the first place she's showing it, and then y'all probably see it other places. But I want to thank you, Miss Jemima Jubilee, for honoring me. Thank you, Miss Martha High, for honoring me and all the work that I do all around the world. And so I appreciate you. She will also be coming to News You Can Use. Okay, coming up real soon. So thank you so much. So with our final words of wisdom tonight, after we have shared delightfully so, and I know I ate up some stuff, y'all. Miss Hillary Gooden, she's here with us. She's the hostess, co-hostess with the mostest, Mary Jo. Thank y'all for voting for Mary Jo earlier. Oh, did I say that out loud? Yes, I did. As we share our topic, how to release people-pleasing behaviors, which was fire. If you think it was fire, type fire in the comment block below as we share our final words of wisdom, because we have got to go. So let's hit it off with Mary Jo and our final words of wisdom. Mary Jo?
So my final words of wisdom are this, that people pleasing seems to have hit a nerve, with people on the show, and it seems like everyone can relate to it. And even if it's not in your own makeup, everyone can recognize what we're talking about. But it seems to me that more people can identify with it than not. And so it's really something that is definitely, something to become aware of. And really, like I said, the first step is really about becoming aware of it. And so the offer that is up on the screen right now is talking about, one of my stories, which is in a book that's called The Art of Choosing Yourself When the Stakes Are High. And in it, I broke, I don't want to tell you the story, but there's 12 authors, 12 contributors to this book. It's free. And you can read about how there were 12 people who made some pretty big decisions about choosing themselves instead of doing what other people may have expected them to do, and how it impacted their lives for the better. And so if you're looking for inspiration on stopping people-pleasing behaviors, check it out. It's at aliciamorrow.com/choosing-yourself/
All right, fantastic. Thank you, Mary Jo, for sharing that with the folks. Make sure you grab that information. It will definitely change your life. And of course, Miss Hillary Gooden, what are your final words of wisdom for this evening?
My final words are choose you. Take time, like you said, to know yourself and to love yourself. And loving yourself is a part of allowing yourself to be heard. Unmute yourself, even if it's a process that you take. You do a little bit, take a chance, and you find out that it didn't kill you, and you can take another chance and another until you just walk in your new self that already existed on the inside. Allow us to see you, and you can do that. And it starts with your thoughts. It starts with your words, and me knowing just how powerful this is. I have a challenge coming up, and this, your health. What does it say? Health begins with your words, and it's a challenge to start with the words that you speak, to begin to bring into your life that what you really want to happen. You want to be confident. You want to be bold, and it starts with the words you speak and the thoughts that you think. And so over the 14 days, from the 15th through the 28th, we're going to be going on this challenge to just do something every day that's going to allow you to be you, and to be heard and to be seen, because you matter. And so this will be taking place in my Facebook group, Transform Your Health and Peace. You got the power to help your body help you live a more vibrant life out loud.
Awesome. 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 I love it. I'm happy what you're sharing here tonight, Hillary, because people have to be who they are. They have to move into self-awareness and oneness with the higher source. And so I want to thank you for sharing that. And so, people all over the world, we just love you. We appreciate you. And we thank you for coming, being a part of the show week in and week out. We really, I tell you, it takes every person. It takes every person. So I would like to encourage all of you to check us out. Check us out on YouTube. Make sure you go there, and all of us, you should be able to find all of us on YouTube. So check us out. Go on YouTube. Please like, share, and ring the bell when you go to our YouTube channels. And here's my YouTube channel, Lotus Richey Ignites. Lotus Richey Ignites. Make sure you go there, and of course you can check out Hillary. You can check out Mary Jo. Go to Facebook. You can find us all there. Check us out on YouTube. If you don't see us on YouTube, let us know, and we'll make sure you have the right link to check us out there. And also, please make sure, if you want to contribute to the show, don't hesitate. Contribute to the show. We always want to have extra funds to support the show, so you can connect with us by PayPal and just donate. And whatever you donate, it can be $5, it can be $10, it can be $1 million. But whatever you donate, no matter how large or small, it is greatly appreciated. And also, don't forget, for personal and business coaching with Lotus Richey, just go ahead and sign up now. Go ahead and sign up now at lotusricheyignitesyou.com. Go ahead and hit me up there. That's my email. You can email me, and also you can get on my Calendly link. We will put the Calendly in the comments. So after the broadcast, you can book your appointment through my Calendly link, and we can help you out. Also, don't forget to talk with Hillary, talk with Mary Jo. Let them help you in the various areas that they are the experts in. Because to be brilliant, you have to begin. So with that being said, we love all of you. We appreciate all of you. And thank you for letting us know it was fire. Thank you so much, Jemija. We appreciate you. Sky Harry Divergence, Angela Elton, and everybody all around there. Jemija said, amen. Amen, Hillary. And Jemija said, thanks to all of you so very much, beloved, for an awesome, inspirational, and informative show. And as usual, I just want to thank the co-hosts. We were a little over tonight because we had to stop and eat them cookies. And really, the talk got so hot. And it got hot because of all of you all around the world giving your input, encouraging, and of course, I'm in one of the best places possible because I got great co-hosts. They're phenomenal. And don't forget, next month we'll be showing the ladies from Bring Who You Are. And of course, Miss Jemija Jubilee is one of the founding ladies of Bring Who You Are. We'll be back on the box starting our next series for that. So with that being said, we love you. Please have a safe and wonderful weekend. And we'll see you back here on Monday, because Monday, Hillary gonna put us to work. Hillary gonna come in and we gonna bounce. We are gonna bounce, and we're gonna dare you to come bounce with us. And so as we go and leave the show, we say to you, we'll see you on Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time sharp, with more news that you can use. Thank you, and God bless, and have a great evening. Don't forget, hit us up on our YouTube channels. We definitely want to see you there. God bless, and have a good night. Thank you for joining the show tonight at News You Can Use with my phenomenal co-hosts, Miss Hillary Gooden and Mary Jo Rathgeb. We want to have you on the show. If you want to be a celebrity on the show, all you gotta do is let us know at Lotus at